This week, we're going to talk about Heartstopper, Volume 1 by Alice Oseman.
Yeah. Heartstoppers is a story about two boys, and I lost it. Send help. Okay, so what was I saying? Heartstoppers is a story, and I need to stop saying Heartstoppers. God damn, it's Heartstopper, not Heartstoppers. Jesus, it doesn't go in my mind for some reason.
Oh man, this is going to be a long day.
Good thing we have all weekends.
Yeah.
Okay, where was I? Heartstopper is a story about these two boys, Charlie and Nick. They are high school students and they meet because of a common class they have, even though Nick is 1 year older than Charlie, I think. Oh no, he's 18 months older than Charlie. He says that at some point, doesn't he? And it's a story where they fall in love, basically. What are your initial thoughts on this book? What were your initial thoughts, I mean? What did you think it was going to be?
I knew already that someone was going to end up falling in love.
Mm-hmm.
And probably in the end there will be a couple. But
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stuff happened, to be honest, that I wasn't expecting. This book touches so many topics that they are kind of hard to talk, to be honest, and I wasn't expecting because it's comics,
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying.
But yeah,
I think we both come to a conclusion that we hate Ben, right?
Yeah, he's a prick.
He's an asshole. Ben can fuck off.
Yeah, literally. I wanted to punch so many times Ben if I could, while I was reading.
Yeah, same.
He's lucky he's in a book,
Also,
the character
Harry
doesn't exist. But there's so many Bens around the world, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's true. Also, Harry, the rich kid, that dude also annoyed me so much.
True.
Oh my god.
But not as much as Ben.
Yeah, Ben takes the crown for being an asshole. Basically.
Yeah.
It starts in January. Did you notice that? I took notice of the months we were the comic takes place. I wanted to see how many months it was. Yeah, it starts in January and it ends in April. So they fell in love in 4 months.
Well,
I mean, did they fall in love or is it just a crush?
I think in the beginning it's just a crush. I think they just fall in love during the holidays. I think it was Easter holidays, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the part that they fall in love with each other.
I think that's blah, blah, blah. And that's the part that I really liked was the Nick struggle, because he always thought he was straight. And he goes through the whole process of holy shit, am I not straight? What the hell? Why is this dude so fucking cute?
Yeah.
Why do I like this guy?
It's so real. I think everyone goes through that.
Everyone that questions their sexuality at some point, they just go to Google. I mean, I did that at the time.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I really like that. No, and I my God. Jesus. And I really liked, and I messaged you about this, that when he wrote "Am I gay" on Google, the top searches were BuzzFeed quizzes.
Yeah.
It's just so real.
That's going to help.
And it's so real. It's yeah, that would happen for sure.
Yeah, that's true. In the way, in the beginning when Charlie looks at Nick for the first time, it's just oh my god,
I think inside it was fuck, not again.
Yeah.
For a straight guy again, please.
And he goes through all the same phase. Like, I know because that happened to me last time, and I was literally like, come on, it's just being friendly, or like I'm reading way too much into stuff. I don't know. And I think until like half of the book, Charlie is in that part, like.
But I think it only happens like that because Nick is so unsure of himself. Because it's all new. Is the only when he met Charlie was the point in his life that he questioned his sexuality.
Yeah, but he didn't say that to anyone. He was like questioning, but he was like, maybe not,
Yeah.
until he met actually Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was a little bit bad because Charlie was in like this bad phase of his life with Ben. Like, Ben was being a dick. Did you notice how toxic that is?
Yeah.
Since the first time that Ben is there, I was just like, this guy is toxic. Like,
yeah,
not worth it.
And the point where he almost sexually assaults Charlie is like, what the fuck?
That's such a
red flag.
Like a sensitive topic, to talk about, especially because like we're talking here about guys, like usually people think, oh, like men, they don't go through that, but it's a lie. Like, they go through that as well. And oh my god,
it was intense.
It was, yeah.
It isn't anything graphic, guys. If you're thinking that like it's anything graphic, it isn't. But like, it's the comics is like portrayed in such a way that you can understand that if Nick hadn't appeared, something bad could have happened.
Yeah,
Nick.
Yeah, it wasn't. That was like sexual harassment, like.
Yeah, it wasn't sexual harassment, but it was.
No, it was sexual harassment already.
Wait, you confused me now for a second.
No, that was sexual harassment, but he wasn't raped.
Yeah, basically. I need to stop saying
that's still like really bad.
Yeah, it's very bad because the person was doing something without your consent.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite character? I'm biased, so I don't know if I can.
I think, I don't know. I do see like a lot of me in Charlie when it comes to Nicholas, but I think Nick is my favorite.
Nick is my favorite too. He's like he's like a golden retriever but human. It's like a golden retriever in human form. That's what it is. Yeah. He's like a ball of sunshine. He's so must protect at all costs.
Yeah, exactly. He's so sweet and like caring, and oh my god.
And the way Alice drew his faces, it's hilarious. Like the scene where his pen exploded, it was just like, oh, it was so funny. Like, I relate. The scene where he's playing, where they're playing Mario Kart, I think that's what they were playing. And he's just like a potato on the couch, and I was like, yes, that's me.
True.
I love that.
Oh my god. And when they're like daydreaming about, I think, no, this is Charlie. Charlie was like daydreaming that Nicholas had a crush on him as well.
Oh yeah.
It's so relatable. There's a lot of stuff in this comic that's so relatable. Like, we all go through that.
Yeah, it's true. Did you? I took note of this, but I want to see if you noticed that. Did you catch the Harry Potter reference?
No, I don't think so.
It appeared, and I was like, "Ooh, okay." It makes sense because
maybe Alice... like, I don't remember, but let me know, and I'll be like, okay, I noticed, but I didn't,
Yeah, it's a part where the PE teacher, Miss Singh, I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm sorry for that, but I would pronounce it as like Miss Singh or something like that. she just goes like when Nick chooses Charlie to fill in the rugby team, the teacher comes to him and he says something like, she says something like, so you're the chosen one, huh? Something like that, you know? And and if you think about it, Charlie kind of looks like Harry Potter without the glasses.
Yeah.
Like the messy hair, the like the bright eyes. And it makes sense because Alice Oseman is a big fan of Harry Potter, from what I've gathered. So
Yeah.
it kind of is like a funny thing that she kind of just slipped that in, you know?
I to be honest, I remember that part, but I didn't make the connection
The
to it.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
sorry.
wanted to bring it up. No, it's okay. I wanted to bring it up because I thought it was funny.
But I think that's so sweet that he was okay by like he he was I don't remember the word. He wanted to learn a new sport just because of his crush. That was so sweet and romantic.
I like that they showed that because there were some rugby players on the team that they were like talking with Nick saying, "Do you really think Charlie is a good choice for our team?"
Yeah.
And they weren't even saying that because Charlie is like openly gay. I think they were saying that because Charlie is so like thin. And there's almost this assumption that gay people aren't good for sports.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of like
There was
that.
there was one guy that was definitely saying like, I mean, the only thing that I know about him is that he's gay, and
Yeah.
just like being gay doesn't, you know,
Doesn't affect like how good you are at
yeah,
sport.
in a sport, like, or if you're able to do something or not, so that's not a problem. But yeah, it was a great it was great from like Nicholas' part, like saying that, like how caring he was about like him being gay, like Charlie being gay, but like there was no problem. Like he's a human in the end, like being gay or whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I like that
It doesn't make
when
you less worth it or of something.
yeah, exactly. I think that the good thing about Nick finding out that Charlie was gay, because he didn't know Charlie was gay. And when he found out, he was just like, he didn't even blink an eye. He was like, okay, he's gay, whatever, you know?
And you notice, like the first training, the gay panic face of Charlie when he had to tackle someone.
When he had to tackle
He's just
Nick, he had to tackle Nick. He was like, oh my God, this isn't like, wrestling with boys.
Yeah. And Nick was playing with Charlie's cheeks and stuff, and I was just like, oh.
I think
that.
I have a screenshot somewhere. Oh, it's here. Okay, yeah. It's during one of the, I think it's after one of the games or something, of the rugby games, where Nick's friends like Christian, Sai, and what's his name? Omar. I don't know if they appear too much in like in the next volume, but she included their names, so I'm guessing they will appear more. And they just turn around and they say like, so Nick has a crush on Charlie, right? Even before like Nick knows that he has a crush. And then the other one just goes, we've all been thinking it. And another one just goes, they do seem really close.
That's the thing, like just because you are really close with someone doesn't mean that you're gay. Or
Yeah, but I mean, they were like, it was
there was a vibe there, but
yeah,
other than that, they could be just friends.
yeah, true. They could be like very close friends, but Nick was always like hugging Charlie and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
he was too touchy, and like the way they look at each other and stuff is just like,
there's something there.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about Tori?
Yes, we can.
I love Tori. I love that she just looks at Charlie and she's like, after Nick goes out of their house. I don't even remember what the scene was.
I think I know the one you're talking about is when Nick goes to Charlie's house, and then when he leaves, he's gay.
She says, I don't think he's straight.
Yes.
And it's so good because you know the scene where Charlie tells Tori that he fell for a straight guy is so sad.
So relatable.
But it's so sad. Like you can just see in his face that he's like, God, it happened again. Like the worst thing that could happen happened, you know?
It is. But I think I really like Nick. He was so sweet. Like after the that part where Ben tries to sexually harass
Charlie.
Charlie. I'm too tired. uh, yeah, and then like he helps him, and then they go home, blah blah blah. And later on, he's like, "Oh, so is everything all right with you?" I think that's so sweet. Like he was checking on him.
Yeah, that's true. And you could see that like he was so pissed off with Ben. Like he was really, really mad with Ben.
And then that's the part of I think it's after that they have the Easter holidays, right? After
Yeah.
that happening, because then I think it's the part where they fell in love, because it's so relatable as well. Like they go, you see like throughout the story, you see like everything evolving. So it's just like they speak all day, and then they spend the day together. But before that, before the holidays, they were just having lunch together every day, you know. I know that at some point I was just like, these two need to stay together, but I was as well, I hope Nick doesn't break Charlie's heart.
Oh my
You
God.
know, I was just like, don't break his heart, please.
Okay, right. So here's the thing. I started reading this comic in, I don't know, like a few months ago, maybe, in Webtoon. Because it started as a web comic. So it's all in Webtoon, you know. And I didn't know where the first book actually stopped. I was really confused that it stopped there. I was like, what? It ends here? Because I've read more, you know, so I know what happens. I must be on like the third volume or something. I don't even know like where the webtoon is, to be quite honest with you. Like, because it doesn't say like book one, you know, it just says like chapter one, like scene one, something like that. And it just keeps going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know like where it's supposed to stop for each volume. So I was like, tell me they are joking and that this doesn't end here. Like, what? It just kissed and fled. Why?
Oh, I was so pissed off. I was just like, if literally Nick could like listen to me, I would be like, excuse me, sir, can you kiss him already? When like he was taking too much time to kiss him, you know?
Yeah.
And then he kissed him and he left without saying a word. And once again, I was pissed off. You know? I think I said something to you yesterday about it when
Oh,
I
you did. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if you wrote it in English though. Let me see.
yeah,
But you
I
might.
don't know if I said in Portuguese or in English, but we can translate anyways.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, you sent me voice memos. Should I play them?
Even better. Yeah, okay. Fine.
Okay, let me see. How am I gonna do this?
Well, yeah, I guess because he panicked after the kiss. And he left the other one there without saying a word. I hate people that do this. No, that's serious. I that was the only time that I didn't like Nick. Like, you could have said like, sorry mate, I'm confused. But no, he left. And the question is, why? You know, why?
Why?
I was literally like, why? But I was just like, why?
I think you yesterday, like in this voice memos, you enter like the 4 stages of loss. You're just like in denial.
Oh, and the best part, like, I was speaking in English?
Yeah, it was perfect. You just said like 2 words in Portuguese.
Yeah, it was like for real.
Yeah, for real. I think I had something else to talk about. But what did you think about the art style?
Ooh, I loved it.
Yeah, I like that it was in grayscale, so it wasn't like too much in your face. You
True.
know, it kind of resembled more like anime mangas.
Yeah.
Manga, if that's how you say that. I don't know. That in Portuguese, it's something else.
Should we Google translate that?
Yeah, sure. Because it sounds like sleeve in Portuguese, and I think that's how you say it.
I don't know. Yesterday I had as well, like, remember, I was trying to say
Oh my.
still water in Portuguese and I couldn't. And I remembered how to say this morning. I was just like, oh, so it's that way.
But we had this discussion yesterday. It's just water.
No, because then they will ask you, oh, still or sparkling, you know.
They don't ask you in Portugal. What the hell?
They
Well,
say com gás ou sem gás, and you say sem gás.
Oh, well, they don't ask me that here, so.
So you can say uma água sem gás, water.
No, the funny thing was that you forgot how to say heads or tails. And you were just panicking in the group chat.
Because I thought that was the same expression. And then, like, I translated it and it didn't make sense. So, yeah.
Okay, I have the Google Translate. Let's hear. Manga. So it really is sleeve in Portuguese.
Yeah.
How to say, like, the Japanese art style. Manga. Because in Portuguese we say manga.
Manga. Yeah.
We put like
manga can be manga, the fruit, like as mango.
Yeah.
Mango. Okay, like, we need to go back to the book.
Yeah, I took some notes from I found a video of Alice. She was talking about, like, when she released Heartstopper.
Mm-hmm.
She said something about the art style. Let me see. Oh, she doesn't like coloring, and that's why she made it all grayscale and, like, very fast, sketchy style, because she values, like, putting more content fast out there than, like, taking a lot of time, and then when she releases a new page, like, the people already forgot what the last one was about.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why it's, like, grayscale and very manga style. But I thought the character design was very good. Like, I really liked it.
I liked the style. It was really good.
Yeah, and you could tell, like, their emotions and everything.
Yeah, in the way that she designed, like, the expressions in the face throughout the book. Yeah, I really liked it, and they're really funny. It's a nice comics, like, to read.
Mm-hmm.
Easy,
and it's easy. Yeah.
and, like, pleasing to the eyes as well.
Yeah, that's true. I think if it was colored, it would take you more time to read, because you would have, like, all of these, like, stimulus. How do you say that as well? Okay, another Google Translate. I don't know. It sounds so weird in my head. Stimulu. I don't even know. Stimulus. Okay, maybe I was right. I don't know.
Stimulus.
What?
Say it many times, then I can't say it.
Yeah, it sounds so British. It sounds so classy. Doesn't it? Well, what I was trying to say is that if it was colored, it would be, like, too much information at the same time for us. So it would have taken longer to read, I think.
True.
Also, let's appreciate Charlie being a music nerd.
Yes.
Yes.
For real, I would love to know how to play drums.
Yeah, I zoomed in on his bedroom, like that. There's a shot of his bedroom where you can see, like, all of his posters, and he had, like, a Muse poster. I don't remember what else he had, but he had, like, other bands. I was like, this dude is a nerd. He's a music nerd.
I didn't zoom, but I saw drums and I was like, oh, I wish.
Oh my god, in my notes after the kiss, I just put, it ends here, for real.
Yeah, it's just like that. Like, he's gone. He doesn't say anything. Maybe that's why I was a bit pissed off. Like,
because he didn't say anything.
Yeah. Like, how? Come on. Don't do that to me.
Also, I know we're all over the place in this episode, but let's talk about Tara. Our lesbian person in the story. Do you feel represented? You don't know who Tara is, do you?
No, I'm just like, I don't remember who Tara is. Maybe because I was way into Nick and Charlie, that I was just like, they need to stay together. For then, Nick kisses Charlie and just leaves and ends. I'm
You're still hanging up on the kiss.
Yes.
Tara is the girl that liked the other boys in the rugby
Oh,
team.
yeah, I remember from the party.
Yeah, that they said like that Nick had a crush on her for like 3 years, and it
Yeah,
was like he had a crush on her, but it didn't anymore for
Mhm.
ages.
And she had a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that. She says that she's gay in the comics, so she's lesbian, huh? Do you feel represented now?
I do. No, but I don't feel represented. I'm single. I'm joking. No, I'm not. But
Well, anyway, Sarah.
yeah.
I can say our although we don't learn a lot about our girlfriend in this volume, she's really cool.
Yeah.
Like I've learned more about our girlfriend, like because I kept reading, in Webtoon,
Mm-hmm.
and she's hella cool. She's like typical tomboy. I really like
Oh,
her.
really?
Yeah, she's really cool.
I'm excited to go to the next volume.
I think you're really gonna like them. They're like a very good couple,
How
and
many? Sorry, just continue.
Oh no, I was just saying that they're a really good couple, and they are like very close to the boys. They
Oh,
like
okay.
them
That's
really close.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
How many volumes there is?
I think that right now released are like 3 volumes,
Mm-hmm.
but I think there's talk for 5. But I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But I think so. I could check on Goodreads though. They might know there. Let me see. Volume 1, Volume 2. Yeah, there's speak for 5 volumes, so I was right. But only 3 are released at the moment. And there's also like mini comics, and there's those painting books for grown-ups.
Mm-hmm.
She made one for Heartstopper, so you can buy a Heartstopper like painting book, and you just color it in.
I'm actually like I'm really, really excited to read the second volume.
Yeah, I think you're really gonna like the second volume. I don't know where it stops again.
I felt I was reading a fanfic, like when they stop to like such a brain fart at the moment.
In Portuguese, and maybe it's easy. I can help.
Quando eles param de atualizar.
Oh, when they stop updating.
Yeah,
When it's like an incompleted fanfic.
Yeah.
Right?
Like sometimes when they're incompleted, like are the best ones that I find on internet, like fanfics.
Yeah.
And then like I forget they're incompleted, so I continue like and read, and then all of a sudden there's no more. He left, and now there's no more. And I was just like, okay, there's a second volume, but still,
Oh, I found out something really cool actually from the video I saw with Alice. I didn't know that this like she already had written like other YA novels before this. Her first one was Solitaire in 2014, and it's a story about Tori, and like Nick and Charlie are like side characters on that book. It was like her first book, and then she just really liked Nick and Charlie, so she was like, you know what, I always wanted to make a webcomic, so let me take Nick and Charlie and make a webcomic about them. Isn't that so cool? And
That's
like
really
almost all of her books, because she has many books out, in almost all of her books the characters appear in Heartstopper at some point.
Really?
Yeah, I think she wrote a book also about a character you don't know yet, but I already know. She's like a trans girl. And
me spoilers.
Sorry, that's not such a big spoiler, but there's like a trans girl, and I think she wrote a novel also about her, and she's on.
Everyone is being represented. Whoop, whoop.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I think it's very important that she's doing this.
Okay, so do you have anything else to add?
That's what I'm seeing. Let me look at my notes. Let me look at my notes.
You see, I need to share my screen with you. You'll just see. Oh, bitch! What the
frick? Are those your notes?
Wait, for real, you need to. Wait.
Are you sharing that?
I'm going to share that with you. be grateful that I'm showing this to you. Wait.
Well, you're gonna show that to the Patreons as well.
The first page is fine. And yeah, I added the pages like when I was reading, like every comment I did, I added the page.
That's a good idea, actually. I didn't do that.
So yeah,
I added screenshots.
Break. No means no. Nick. I think that's why I was so into it when I voice message you. I was just like,
I have a whole section in my notes that's sheep names. I was like trying to make a sheep name for them, but both names just sound ridiculous. I have gnarly and sick. Which one do you prefer?
Gnarly and sick.
That's the one. Yeah, gnarly and sick. I like gnarly. It sounds like, you know, the Australian word for like cool. Gnarly. That's probably so offensive. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't say that.
But I like that word. It's a cool word.
Yeah, we can do that just to make you happy.
Yeah. I'll just say gnarly and blurb for the rest of my life. And I'll be happy.
Until the next episode, then you say something else.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we stop here? Stop. It's not stop, it's stop.
Should we stop? Let me see if I have anything else interesting. Oh no, this is not important for this volume.
Girl, we are a mess.
Well, it's our first episode. It's normal that we are like a mess.
Yeah.
We will get better as we age up, you know, like wine.
That's the Portuguese thing to say.
Well, isn't that an expression in English? Excuse me.
I don't know. I think there's something similar in Portuguese.
Envelhecer com vinho.
Yeah, see?
Well, yeah, I know it's a but I get what you're saying, where you're coming from. It is a Portuguese expression. It would be the same thing as saying like turning chickens.
Mm-hmm. And everyone would be like, what? Google turning
Google
chickens.
You know, I found a restaurant. This is off topic, but yesterday I went to Lisbon and I found a restaurant called Virar Frangos. And I was like, you know what? That's a very good name for a chicken restaurant. Very good. It was a.
Yes, they do that. Mm-hmm.
It was a barbecue place. Yeah. Well, anyways, we went on a tangent. But do you have any final thoughts, or should we end this?
Unless they want me to see it again, really upset about Nick just leaving the room. No.
Oh my god.
Think about it until I read the next volume, because he was a prick as well.
Well, I it's so hard for me to be upset at Nick, because since I've read more, like, I'm not upset. It's so hard to be upset with him. I'm just upset that she finished the volume there, because I thought it went on.
Yeah, no, I'm not upset that. Well, I am upset that
You are upset.
I'm upset. But I know there's more, but I'm just upset that it ended away, you know. Luckily, there's already the second volume out, but imagine that I had to wait. Now, other than that, me being really upset with Nick about it, no, I don't have anything else to add. Do you? Mm-hmm.
I think I'm excited to see, although I already know a few things, but I'm still excited to see where this will go and what other topics she will like touch on, because she already touched on so many important issues, like sexual harassment and bullying, because Charlie was bullied. True. And gay boys playing sports. What else was falling for a straight guy, and just like identity crisis, almost sexuality crisis.
Yeah, a lot of topics in just one volume. So I'm actually really excited to read the next one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what she brings, like what else she brings to the table. Yeah, I think she's like, I never heard about her before Heartstopper. Have you? Have you? I mean,
have you? No, and like, to be honest, I just read this book because you said so. But yeah, I'm glad you did. It's really good. I think everyone should read, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially because it is a YA novel. That means it's for young adults or teenagers, if you prefer to call them that. So it's like, it's especially a good novel for when you're a teenager and and you're like going through this stuff and you're just having your first sexuality crisis, and you read this, and this could be like very helpful for you to like come to accept it,
Yeah.
that it's normal.
But I think anyone could read this. But yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
really good for a teenager.
Yeah, it's good for adults as well. I enjoyed
it. Yeah, me too.
it. You're just laughing in the corner like you're not an adult.
Right.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
yeah.
We will
See you in 2 weeks.
time.
Well, we won't see you, but you will hear us.
Yeah, from us at least.
Yeah. If you want to check out with our updates, we will keep you updated on Twitter. So you can follow us at A Snake and a Lion Pod, or twitter.com/A Snake and a Lion Pod. And all of our other social media links will be there on a thread, because we are so, what am I trying to say? Help me.
I don't know, but you're doing something funny with your hands.
My brain just went completely blank. It's so funny.
Part.
Yeah, it's like brain diarrhea almost. It's so bad. Because we are so trendy. That's what I was trying to say. We are so trendy that we even have threads.
That was literally like 10 hours later. Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Woo! First episode.